Right. When the Israelites giving all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Bakar Kodash. Yahweh is the name of the Heavenly Father. Right? Yahweh, meaning He is to be or He exists. That's the name of our Father in heaven, in the ancient Hebrew. Yahweh Shai is the name of the one the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, who is a so-called black man, according to the KJV Bible. We give double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone that has taught us His truth in the spirit, inspiration, and power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, saluting all the brothers and sisters that's in this truth in sincerity, man. Let your life be sincere, man. Seek her. Seek wisdom. Find her. She's in your streets. Right? And this is for our people. To let our people know, the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Latinas, who are the true Israelites, the people of the Most High, the people of God. That a kingdom is coming for them on earth. A kingdom that will be for eternity. Forspoken within the Bible. It's for our people. And our people need to believe in that. Because this kingdom will crumble and fall and be destroyed by fire. Right? But there will be another heaven and earth wherein will dwell righteousness forever. This is Proverbs chapter 1, verse 20. Wisdom crieth without, she uttereth her voice in the streets. Right? Wisdom crieth without. True wisdom is prophecy. Being truly wise is to speak of things to come, and it actually happens. That man was truly wise. He understood the times. He had knowledge of the times and of the seasons. That is true wisdom. You understand? The testimony of Yahweh Shai is what? The spirit of prophecy. Right? That's true wisdom. The understanding of things to come. I believe that's an all. So it says, Wisdom of Solomon chapter 8 verse 1. Wisdom reacheth from one end to another mightily, and sweetly does she order all things. Let me read that again. Wisdom reacheth from one end to another mightily. Didn't the scripture say that this gospel shall be preached to all the world? And then shall the end come, it says, wisdom reacheth from one end to another mightily. How? By the ministry of us, the prophets. And mightily. Because this word is being pushed out mightily through us, the prophets. And sweetly does she order all things. This scripture says that I will set them in order before thine eyes. Yeah. So sweetly, the brothers of the tabernacle of Dawadah are being ordered right before your very eyes, before the very eyes of the wicked elite. Sweetly does she order all things, because it says in let me get it says let me get it in Psalms. Salakio. So it says Psalms chapter 50, verse 20. Thou sittest and speakest against thy brother. You sit and you speak against your brother, talking about the wicked elite of Esau Edom, the so-called white man. They sit in their governmental meetings, their secret councils. Thou sittest and speakest against thy brother, which is who? Jacob. You so-called black people. Your rulers speak against you. They are enemies. Right? So we the prophets are out here to tell you so-called black people, the Israelites, that you have enemies. There a war is being waged against you. So it says, thou slanderest thine own mother's son. Because Esau and Jacob was born of the same mother. Just who? Rebecca. So it says, thou slanderest thine own mother's son. These things hast thou done, and I kept silence.
It's like you see that advert there, that's Esau, isn't it? It's not white, it's pink.
Right. It says, these things hast thou done. These things has Esau done, and I kept silence. And the Most High didn't do nothing. He just let Esau do his thing. Because ultimately the Most High has given the so-called white man the power to rule. That's why I said that the earth has been given into the hands of the wicked. I mean, the Most High has given the power of the earth to the wicked. Which is who? The so-called white man. So it says, these things as are done, and I kept silence. So the Most High shut his mouth. Most High just stood back and let the wicked do his thing. Like when the Most High told Satan, listen, go and fuck up what Job has, but don't kill him. The Most High kept silence and let Satan do his thing. Just like us with us right now. And that's why I know a lot of people don't believe in God. You know, they're like, look at all the evil that's happened on earth. Why hasn't God come down and done that? Because the Most High has kept silence. The Most High has kept silence. Put his finger on his lip and watch and look upon the sons of men who were, it's a test. It's like a test. The Most High is running a test. Who's gonna still hold themselves uprightly even when they're in the darkest of times? And I do not intervene. I don't interfere. I just keep silence and let the wickedness run rampant. Who will still hold themselves uprightly? Is there faith on earth?
Yep.
Go on.
I was just going to say, you know, the scriptures say, a fool uttereth all in his heart, but a wise man keepeth it until afterwards. So the Most High is the ultimate wise man. He's sitting back on his throne, watching all the people do their wickedness, but he's kept silence. He's like, I'm going to hold my word until the time of judgment.
Yeah.
When the Most High speaks, I was listening to Apostle Kabar the other day, and he said, like, when you hear the thunderings and the lightnings, that's when the Most High is speaking. So when the judgment comes, that's when the Most High is going to speak and let his will be known through his judgment and the destruction.
Right.
But for now, he's just keeping silence and just watching.
Right. That's beautiful. You hear what the brother just said? You hear that? Right? just because God is not coming down and destroying the wicked and everything, that don't mean he don't exist.
Exactly.
A lot of people, they're not deep like that. Right? So it says, these things hast thou done. These things has the wicked done. And I kept silence. And that's where the people get, that's the stumbling stone for the people there. Why do you keep silence even though the wicked did all these things? So it's like, thou thoughtest that I was altogether such an one as thyself. But I will reprove thee and set them what? In order before thine eyes. Right? The Most High is what? Going to reprove the wicked. And let them know that what? These people here that you're slandering, right? These people that you're speaking against, I'm going to set them in order right before your very eyes. So the wicked elite, here it is, they think that they're winning, but guess what? They can't stop prophecy. They can't stop prophecy, man. You can't stop what the Most High has sent forth.
That's right.
He sent the forth out of his mouth, and they can't turn back unto him void. The Most High said what? He will raise up the tabernacle of David and rebuild the ruins as in the days of old. So that's the wicked elite being what? Reproved. And the Most High setting us in order right before their eyes, man. Man, I was filling out this application form for a PCO, a custody officer, basically a prison guard. Yeah. and it said on the religion part, you know it says on religion, kick your religion. And you know what it said there? I scrolled down and it said what? An Israelite. Israelite. So the wicked elite, they do acknowledge us. They do acknowledge who we are. You understand?
Revelation chapter 11, verse 11. And after 3 days and a half, the Spirit of life from the Most High entered into them, and they stood upon their feet, and great fear fell upon them which saw them.
Is that good?
Revelation 11, verse 11. And after 3 days and a half,
Which is 350 years.
the Spirit of life from the Most High entered into them.
Right, because when you go into it, the Most High had told Abraham once upon a time that his seed would be enslaved by the Egyptians for 400 years. Enslaved by the enemies for 400 years, right? Now, when you go into the Revelations, it tells you that America is spiritually Egypt and Sodom and Gomorrah.
That's right.
Spiritually Egypt. So we would again, according to the curses in Deuteronomy 28, verse 68, thou shalt, what did it say?
28, 68.
Yeah.
Deuteronomy 28, verse 68 says, and the Lord Yahweh shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
So you will be brought, what? Into Egypt again. With ships. So, has that ever happened? Show me a time where it's been documented where the Jews were put into Egypt again by cargo slave ships. Show it to me. And they said again. So there's a second time where the Israelites were brought into Egypt, the country of Egypt, by slave ships. There's no documentation on that. It never happened. So we know that this is talking, it's metaphoric. Meaning a land of what? Bondage.
Right?
By the way of slave ships. What people were led into slavery by slave ships? The Israelites. Man. Okay. And then what did it say? When you go back to Revelations now,
After 350 years.
after 350 years, shall what?
And it says,
In fact, hold that right there, hold that right there. So it says Genesis chapter 15 verse 13, and he said unto Abram, know of a surety that thy seed shall be a stranger in a land that is not theirs, and shall serve them, and they shall afflict them 400 years. Right? To afflict them 400 years. And also that nation whom they shall serve will I judge, and afterward shall they come out with great substance. You hear that? So the scripture said what? That we're going to serve our enemies for 400 years. After 3 days and a half in 350 years. Approximately 400 years. Come on now.
Revelation, yeah?
Go back to Revelation.
Yeah, Revelation 11 and 11 again. And after 3 days and a half,
Come on now.
the Spirit of life from the Most High entered into them, and they stood upon their feet. And great fear fell upon them which saw them.
That's beautiful, because what? They're being set in order right before the super elite's eyes. And that's why great fear is falling upon them. Because they put us in such a lower state, and they used all manner of witchcraft to deceive us, to lie to us about who we are. They deceived the whole world, right? Into believing that the Son of Man, Yahweh Shai himself, was a so-called white man. The Jews are so-called white people. And then the Bible is for everybody. And they were thinking, yeah man, we're winning. But then what's happening? The Spirit of life entered into them, which is what wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. Right? That's enough. Ezekiel. Ezekiel. It's Ezekiel 37, verse 8. And when I beheld, lo, the sinews and the flesh came upon them. Hold on. Shalaka. Ezekiel 37 verse 1. The hand of Yahweh was upon me and carried me out in the spirit of Yahweh and set me down in the midst of the valley which was full of bones.
That one there? Yeah.
The valley of the shadow of death, which is what? America. The so-called white man's world.
I don't know, finish,
A valley is what? A low land.
come on, finish the whole.
A valley, but that's full of what? Bones. And who is the bones? You so-called black people.
The bones.
Huh?
The bones.
The bones is talking about our people. Right? Because we're dead. We're a no people. We have no identity. We have no culture. We have no unification. We have no government. There's no unification of us. We're dispersed. We're scattered. We're dead. We have no knowledge of ourselves. Right?
Let's pray to God for that guidance.
But that guidance is here. When we're telling you that you're the Israelites, that's guidance. We're showing you who you are. Our skin is not black.
No, it's not.
Huh. Does my skin look black to you? Why am I calling myself a black man?
No, these are all invented things.
Invented things. Exactly.
Proverbs and bywords.
Proverbs.
Those are
So
just
who
some-
are we? Who are we together? We're one people. Who are we?
Yeah, we can only hope.
We are the Israelites.
That's right.
We're the descendants of a man called Israel, Yasha Allah. Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. That's our ancestors. We're their descendants. And the Bible tells you that the Israelites, right? They will be cursed because of their disobedience. Because we disobeyed the Most High. Because we disobeyed God, all these curses will come upon us. And it's happening right to this very day. Right? This very day. It said what we will be scattered throughout the whole earth. America, Europe, China, Africa, dispersed throughout the whole world. Because we disobeyed our Father. Right?
Is that through Moses or what?
Moses. Yes.
But Moses suffered under King Pharaoh.
Yeah.
And then at some point, he miraculously was adopted.
Yeah.
Because of the powers of King Pharaoh's wife, he was spared. And then later he grew up in the house of King Pharaoh.
Right.
And then when he grew up, he found that his people were suffering. They were at first highly hated. And later on, he decided to take his people across. Well, that is why today's Israel country, if you look at it digitally, it has swift analysis. All of them have gone right to do that. The Jews, the Palestinians, and the Israelis, they all have equal share. But because of the misdeeds of God, everyone wants to claim it, in absolute terms. That is not quite easy.
When you go in the Bible, that land is our inheritance.
And
That
then
land
when-
is our land.
Yeah, when Pharaoh came to chase them across, that's where Moses struck the Red Sea and the Red Sea opened the path. And then when this came with his soldiers, they all drowned.
Right.
So the world started with its own history. No matter how we become educated, we can't change it. We all have to pray. That is why whether you be a Muslim, I'm a Muslim anyway. But when I see you like that, I see you as part of society. Diversity. I can't just say, oh, I'm not belonging to that religion, so I can't.
Why are you a Muslim?
Huh?
Why are you a Muslim?
Well, that's my own natural instinct.
Well,
That's
what
my
country?
own belief.
What country you from?
Israel, yeah.
Sierra Leone. They're Israelites.
Huh?
They're Israelites.
Oh yes, what I say every
The people of Sierra Leone, Nigeria, or Ghana, we're one. You should be for your people. The Muslims originally, they're the Ishmaelites, Ishmael, which are the Arabs. You're not their people. They look down on you. The Arabs originally looked down on your people.
No, we are not.
So why would you convert to a religion of a people that look down on you?
No.
Well, you should have good thoughts for yourself. Have honor.
Yeah,
As a man.
But,
As a man, you have honor.
yes, you can-
And you must understand that you must be for your people.
yes,
To
that's
be
right.
for the restoration of your people.
Yeah, you should be right by saying
Right.
every religion has got equal mode of presentation. If you go to the mosque, The Islamic people will tell you how good they are. You come to the Christian, they tell you how good they are. You go to the Buddhist, they tell you how good they are. So within the scope of diversity, we have to look for a common platform of harmony. Without harmony, there will be no equality.
I'm listening to what you're saying.
Yeah. So no, I'm saying that.
I'm
I think
speaking
the
with him.
world-
I'm speaking with him. I'm
for us-
speaking with him.
Yeah, for us to be aware of one another is the correct belief. Is the first stage of belief.
This demon
Like
phone.
I was passing, even though I'm a Muslim, I can't just pass like that. So let me listen to what this man is saying. And then he spoke about Israel.
I say this.
He said our own country, our people came like Israelites. I said, well, yeah. I said in Palestine.
Bro, talk to me. Talk to me.
Yeah, he's my brother. I would live
No,
together.
he's not your brother. He's not of your people.
Yeah, he's my brother.
I'm of your people, right? I
This
know
man,
because
we live in the same estate. Anytime I can't get problem, he's the one. that
listen to this. Listen to this. It says Deuteronomy 28 verse 68.
What?
Deuteronomy
Yeah, Deuteronomy.
chapter 28
Yeah.
verse 68.
Okay.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
Who? Moses.
And the Lord, or the Most High, shall bring you into Egypt, slavery, into bondage, again with ships.
Is that the Israelites? Or?
Israelites.
Okay, so
So you'll be brought into slavery
Yeah, so Moses.
by slave ships. By the way whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again, which is the land of Israel. That land that the Most High said you inherit that land, you will see that land no more again. There thou shalt see it no more again, and there ye shall be sold unto your enemies for bondmen and bondwomen, and no man shall buy you. That's all I can leave you with. That's what would happen to the Israelites. That you will be sold to your enemies.
By who? Sold by who?
That's all I can tell you.
Okay.
Now that this has to enter into your mind.
Okay. But you
And this would
too.
happen.
Are you
Listen
Israelite?
to me. This will happen to the Israelites.
Are you one of them?
That they will be put on slave ships.
Are you
Slave
one of them?
ships.
Yeah, are you one of
And
them?
sold to what? Their enemies.
Are you one of them?
We are Israelites.
We are all Israel.
No.
Olha o cabelo daí, ela é
From the
wood.
sun.
Like yellow wood.
Oh, you got a list of them.
That should be right here. Should be right here. Yellow wood. Don't tell me yellow wood. Should be right here. Should be right here. 9 is right here. 9 is right here. 9 is right. 9 is right. 4 foot. Revelation. Yeah.
Their
Don't
revelation.
tell me yellow wood.
Yeah, that wood. Yeah, thank
Don't
you.
tell me yellow wood.
Even he knows.
Even
he knows. Even he knows. He was black.
Yeah.
Jesus was black. You hear what he's saying?
If
So
we,
why you Muslim?
if we set our trajectory into color, so this is this is that, it's no problem. That is no problem. But we have to look for a way forward in life. Forget about color. Don't judge people by
Hey,
their
bro, listen.
Judge people by their work. You see, when they say computer, it's the software that determines the computer.
That's true, but the
Yeah,
software
I
in
can
Esau
go
is
and bring
corrupt.
any machine now and say, oh man, I've got a nice laptop. But if it's not the right software, it's nothing. So, but we have to find a way forward. Because
Who's
this has
we?
been
Who is we?
the whole generation of this.
Right.
No
You
matter
have
whether
to
you're
understand
Christian,
is that
Muslim,
is that everybody is against you. They look down on you.
Why?
Why? Because you're in their eyes, you're black. Let me talk to him, then we bring out the scriptures.
black or white. That's not a point. Now,
It is a point.
what we are after
Okay.
is to unify the world. That has gone past. Whether he was what color, what origin, that cannot be reversed. The religion of every nation has got to be in unison of development, sustainable development. People are saying, oh, most of the conflict is emanating from religion, some are saying from politics. But at the end of the day, we are here to account for younger children. Like that child now, he has a right, when he comes to school age, he has to go to school
Like
and
you-
develop and come up as a human being of then tomorrow, he too will have his own children, or she too will have their own children. But if we, whether in religion or politics, if we continue to dramatize the color and they try to draw equality where there is no harmony, it will not work. It will not work. You see, the way I have seen you, I know you cannot just come here, this all eating time, you stand in the store. For every second, you are being rewarded in your capacity within your own religious spectrum. I was coming just now, I saw some Indian guys. They have their own, they have a shop there. About 2 years ago, they gave me that same card. I said, well, I cannot see you and I just abandon you. I said, but I'm a different religion.
You have to understand, man, that there's a such thing as called racism.
Yeah,
People
all
are,
this is
people,
organized by
listen,
us.
listen,
It's not
people,
natural.
people, the Most High has engineered mankind to be for their race. You can't stop that, no matter
Yeah,
what you
that's not
do.
the
You
choice.
can't unify people.
But
You
we
cannot
have to.
unify them.
This is
No,
your
you
mandate.
can't. You can't do that.
You
You
have
cannot
to.
unify the people.
Millions celebration of Black Nazarene in the Philippines. The Philippines.
No,
Black
you can
Nazarene.
call it when you want.
Yeah, Google it and look at it.
Yes.
Google,
What?
Google.
Yes.
Listen.
We have heard about this color.
Listen. You want to unify mankind,
Yes.
the one world order.
Yes. Because we've not seen anything.
So you believe in
sustainable
everybody coming
development.
together. That the Most High did not want that. That's why the Most High created different nations of people. The Most High created racism.
Who? You mean
The
God?
Most High himself.
So he's saying that
The Most High has one people, a chosen people, to rule them all. All the races of people will be ruled by one race, which is our people. Our people, the Israelites. We would show all the other races of people on earth about order, righteousness from the Lord. That's it. I know you don't like it. I know you don't like it.
I
But because you
despise it.
believe that everybody should come together. And that's not what the Most High wanted.
Well, that's my belief, and that's what
Yet the Most High
I
divided the
pray
nations in
to
Deuteronomy
say that people need to be together. We have fought and fought and
No. Every
All
you
this
listen
climate change
listen to me, please. My brother, please listen to me. The nations are against your people. They look down at your people.
Well, that's their own business.
Yeah,
It
but
won't-
they look
it
down
won't-
at
it
you.
won't count
They
anymore.
hate your people. You can stop begging to be accepted by people that do not love you. Have respect for yourself.
Romans 3:12.
Have
For all
respect
have
for yourself,
sinned and
brother,
come short
please.
of the glory of God.
If you keep begging people for love that don't love you, how can they ever respect you?
But what's the other alternative?
They'll never respect you.
Okay, well, what's the alternative in your mind?
We have to understand that we have to rule them.
In what
We're
way?
not like them. We're a special people. Give me Deuteronomy 7 verse 6.
Deuteronomy chapter 7 verse 6.
Listen to this.
For thou art a holy people.
You, so-called black people, you are a holy people. Come on now.
For thou art a holy people unto Yahweh thy God. The Lord thy God hath chosen thee to be a special people unto himself above all people.
About what?
Above all people.
What?
above all people.
Say again?
Above all people. That's
Oh, above
upon
all-
the face
is
of
it
the
above?
earth.
Above all people.
All other people or all people? You know, it's an English language. It has a
Listen,
metaphorical meaning,
it's not science. It's very straightforward and simple. The Most High chose us to be above.
above
And
all
that's why they hate us. Because they envy us. They envy us.
Well, that's their problem.
So we have
cannot
to, we have to understand that. And compute that in our minds.
Don't worry.
Please.
You are
Stop trying to delusionalize yourself. Be a man and deal with the truth. This is the truth. Stop putting it to the side. The reason why they hate us and they look down on us is because they envy us. Because
Well,
we're special
is
people.
that-
We're God's chosen people.
okay.
But in the end, we have a kingdom for us. Where we will rule over our enemies. That's a man. That's a man.
That has been in say for the past 100 years, 200 years, 300 years. So you, the new preachers of today, put your trajectory in a digital perspective. Swift analysis. If you start to think about history, you'll never come to anything. Look at what? Look at us. We are speaking English. We have to go and we are wearing clothes. We are using this. These are all
When the
the
Most
need
High
for us to be
divided
together.
the nations. Deuteronomy 32 and verse 8.
Yeah.
When the Most High divided the nations.
The Most High divided the nation.
Who is that most high? Are you saying
When the
that's
Mo-
God?
The God of our people.
Okay.
The original
The God of the universe.
The God of the universe. The one God. There's only one.
Okay. Aha! That's the one thing.
There's one.
When there is one God,
When the Most
But
High.
that God is the God of our people.
okay.
So you should rejoice. You should be like,
I'm always
no,
rejoicing.
that's the
But
God
I
of my
always-
people.
I always
Listen closely. This is the God of my ancestors.
It's this man too, he has his own. This too has a right to preach. And this is the world we are. Cultural diversity. Every human being.
Yeah, but there's
is
lies. You
bringing
see,
into our own.
Deuteronomy 32 and 8.
there's only one truth.
When the Most High divided to the nations their inheritance, when he separated the sons of Adam,
He separated the sons of Adam.
he set the bounds of the people according to the number.
He set the bounds of the people. Who are the people? See the people there? He set the bounds of the people according to the number.
According to the number of the children of Israel. For Yahweh's portion is his people, Jacob is the lot of his inheritance.
Jacob is the lot of the Most High's inheritance. That's the people that God claimed. He said, these people will be mine.
Yeah,
Which is
but-
why you so-called black people and what? The native Indians of America. Those people will be God's. God's people. They're the inheritance of God.
that
The
are
other
you- are you
people there,
talking
the other
about,
people there?
The afterlife.
No, talk about now.
Okay. If you can assume that you are on top of anyone, you are correct. Because you are liberated, you have educated yourself, there is an inclusion, there is safeguarding, there is accommodation. So if we try to configure the world on ethnic or racial terms, we will be making an situation worse. Because we are just inclined by this, we are inclined by the clothing, we are inclined by even the book.
I love you as a brother, so
So
you're not gonna
we
understand.
have to be
This
together.
truth is unique, you know.
If you agree with
You
all
see,
this knowledge you've
this
got,
truth is only for the elect.
yeah, if you
It's
have,
very simple, but it's rocket science to the 2/3, man. They can't get it.
don't segregate yourself. Just know that you have a mandate to put together. That's the best way of religion. Whether you are Muslim, you Christian, you Jew.
Listen,
we are
listen,
not
listen, listen,
preaching-
listen, listen. Let me ask you something, brother.
Yeah.
Do you not wish for the exaltation of your own. Because you
my
see-
own
listen,
people
be-
is
listen,
not
listen,
limited.
listen,
My own
Jesus,
people can be
Jesus,
European,
Jesus.
it can be African. Who is my people? People with conscience. My people are not marketed by color.
You're not there.
If we follow that rule,
You're not there.
you see now I'm running into my 70s. Maybe you are going into your 20s or 30s.
30.
Yeah, okay. So you know that the more you live in this world, the more experiences you have. We have noticed that if we use religion to unify people, we have mandated ourselves to serve God. If we follow by the perception of Satan, whereby the nations fight one another, this and that, then you see that sometimes they fight and fight and fight. When they get tired, they say, oh, let's go to the
But
US.
that's not Satan. God divided the nations.
Well,
He
that's
int-
where
he
the
intended-
problem
he-
is. The
No,
division.
no, that's not the problem.
Some people are
No,
saying,
that's not the
No,
problem.
no, no.
That's
Some
not the
people are
problem.
saying the
God
division was
intended
caused
it.
by
Listen,
Christianity.
God intended it to be that way.
Well, if
The Most High divided nations. He didn't unify them. He divided them.
well, that is your
intentionally.
opinion.
So that's not Satan. No, it's
Well,
not what, it's what the word is what the word of God says.
Okay. I know. Just read one more and then. So which one is this? What's the text?
That's the our Savior. That's the
Say,
someone.
I came not to send peace, but a sword. So is that Matthew 10:36? Is that in Matthew 10:36? To say not to create peace.
34, yeah.
Okay, if you take a sword, how many people are you going to kill with a sword?
That's the sword.
Yeah, that's like a volcanic eruption, isn't it?
No, nuclear destruction.
Okay, all those are man-made.
Nope. God made it. God intended this to happen.
There is nothing on earth that is not commanded by God.
What you're gonna find out is that this time we're in great destruction, great
It's
death
intended by God.
by God. This wicked time that we're in must end
Are you
in
wicked?
great
You are not wicked.
death.
I'm not wicked. Such that we have to face the fact.
Listen.
Who have come in their political
Listen.
aims.
Me and you are wicked.
I'm not
But
wicked. You are not wicked.
You are wicked.
If I were wicked, by now I've gone
So what are you
far.
trying to say that you're righteous?
Everybody is righteous until the person proves him or
That's
herself.
why you saying that shows that you're wicked.
Yeah.
That's why you professing yourself to be righteous. That shows that how wicked you are.
Well, I cannot say I'm wicked because I've never.
We
been-
are wicked.
I've never.
You
been
know how
outwardly wicked.
corrupt we are, how sinful we are, our minds, the way we think,
Well, depending on, but
how our bodies stink. We stink. We're filthy. We are wicked. We're low. We're low. You should always understand that, man.
anyway,
You should
but
never think that you're
if
righteous.
we let us hope for the better.
This is
That's what
Romans 3 verse 23.
Yeah.
For all have sinned and come short of the glory of God.
For all have sinned.
Right. So we're wicked. We're not
But
righteous.
was that in the First Testament or in the first?
Romans 3 verse 23, New Testament.
Okay, before Christ and during Christ and after Christ. So if we put it in that three segments.
It is
if
a
we-
black man. Remember that.
No, but if you said Jesus was a black man or that doesn't make any
It
difference.
does. It makes. Or it makes.
They will tell you, say, okay, it's fine.
Listen, man. This guy's not inspired.
Are you telling me that
You are
Jesus
not
came from
inspired.
Uganda?
You are not.
Jesus came from Palestine. Jesus
This
came
guy is
from
not
Palestine.
inspired.
Jesus came
When
from
we
Palestine.
say that so-called Christ was a black man,
They said Jesus Christ
Your
of
mind
Nazareth.
should be like,
It's Nazareth in Africa.
you should be like,
Jesus
no,
is
listen,
not
you're
from
not
Africa.
getting me. This is a phone.
Jesus Christ of Nazareth. Is Nazareth in Africa? So let's don't worry about color.
Listen. You don't understand. There's a lot of things you don't understand. There's a lot of things you don't understand. Right? There's a lot of things you don't understand. Right? The people of West Africa migrated here. We're one people.
Okay.
So man, once upon a time we were together.
Oh yeah, that's migration has been.
Listen. What's the type? Sierra Leone, Nigeria, Ghana, Ivory Coast, Cameroon, Uganda, Congo. Once upon a time we were one. We had one language.
Some people are
One,
saying
listen, please.
Separated.
Yeah, we
And
had
then
one.
so
We had one culture.
Yeah.
One language.
I say.
One language, because we're the same genetic, same blood, same ancestry. When you ever think about that, if you come across, like I would have thought you were Nigerian the way you talk.
Oh,
But
yeah.
now if you come across a man of
Most people
Nigeria,
say I'm
listen. If you come across a man of Nigeria, naturally I would think that you and him are brothers. The same flesh and blood.
Okay.
Yeah, so naturally you're the Israelites. You're the people of Jacob, Isaac, and Abraham. Right? But we migrated to West Africa and South Africa, East Africa, West Africa. But originally, we're from the land of what? Canaan. Palestine, the Middle East. When you read about Abraham, where did Abraham come from? Of the Chaldees. Of the Chaldees. And he migrated to what? Padana, which is the Middle East. Right? And then because of Roman persecution, the Greek enslavement, we migrated down south into Africa, the continent of Africa. And then we spread abroad. We were dispersed, scattered abroad because of the curses.
So the Romans too had their own.
Why?
When the Roman Empire came back in the ancient times, I'm just show you one page, I open one page. I just want to read you one page and show you what it says. Open the first page I open, you read it, and I show you what it says.
We don't deal with that.
Okay,
You just have to listen. You have to mind your foot. You can't come and trample all over this. Please, you have to mind. Please.
But wait, what is the prime objective of your church? Where
And what we're
do you
trying to
have
do
a building
is
of your own?
this is the building is us.
Oh,
Me-
you are like Jehovah's Witnesses. You don't have a real.
Listen, me, him, brothers who listen, right? There's other brothers that are part of this building that's being built back up again.
Oh, okay.
Because right now, we as a people have been broken down. We've been destroyed. So-called black people, we've been destroyed. But now what's happening is that
By who?
by the Most High. The Most High has broken us.
So that's not necessarily by the white
please,
people.
listen. Because we sinned against him.
No, but
Because
just
our
answer
God, our Father,
Yeah.
has been what? An enemy against us because we sinned against him. So now as a result, the God has brought us down and brought our enemies over us. To
Well, who are the
subjugate us. The so-called white man, the Arab man.
Deuteronomy 28 verse 49. The Lord Yahweh shall bring a nation against thee
What?
from
Read
afar.
again.
The Lord Yahweh shall bring a nation against thee from afar, from the end of the earth, as swift as the eagle flieth, a nation whose tongue thou shalt not understand.
You don't understand their tongue, their language. This nation of people.
A nation of fierce countenance, which shall not regard the person of the old, nor shew favor to the young.
Right, so they're not going to have no mercy on putting the old or the young of our people coming up.
And he shall eat the fruit of thy cattle and the fruit of thy land until thou be destroyed, which also shall not leave thee either corn, wine, or oil, or the increase of thy kind, or the flocks of thy sheep, until he have destroyed thee.
And that's even the white man came as the Romans. And they came, and what did they do? They showed no favor to the young or to the old. They slaughtered them both in Jerusalem.
Oh, that was done by Moses. Isn't it?
No, we're talking about a nation that God would bring against us. Which is who? The so-called white man. Right? In the form of
What is it? It's a very abstract
in the form of the Romans.
terminology. When you
You're
say
not
white,
gonna get-
when you say white, so many nations. of the wife.
You're not
For
gonna
me,
understand. You're not gonna
My
understand.
brother, my history can be either black or white. If we continue to draw attention to historical
Let's
things
continue on.
about
We're not gonna
faith and
understand.
religion and color, we'll be
This-
making an existing situation worse.
This is Ezekiel 37, verse 4. Again, he said unto me, prophesy upon these bones, and say unto them, O ye dry bones, hear the word of the Lord, Yahweh. But who's the dry bones? Our people. Bones is like a skeleton, a dead people, a people that are not alive. We're like dead. You know, we have no identity. We have nothing. We're scattered. We're against ourselves. We hate ourselves.
But you have identity. You have the Bible. You have your historical. You have your Quran. Forming a Quran in the
I'm
house.
talking about so-called black people now. Please,
But
listen.
we are black people.
Listen.
Are we
You're
not?
not listening.
No, are we not black people?
No. My skin not black to you. Is your skin? Look your skin.
Oh, okay, so
look
you
at
are-
your
you
look
are
your
the-
skin. Look at your skin. Is your skin not black? Is your skin not black? No. So why would you call us all black? We're not black. We're the Israelites.
Okay. Well, give you all the hope. I gotta go. Are you here every day?
Thursday I'm either here or down there, Burgess Park.
Okay. I'll be seeing you once in a while, yeah?
Okay, man.
Blue line, no bottoms in it.
Yeah, man. You know, that's an example of the 2/3. Right?
The sad thing is that he wants everybody to. He'll put everybody above himself. That's how low he is.
You know, this truth provides us with self-esteem. That we're higher than what we think we are. You know? We've been lied to. We've been lied to. Right? If you only knew. If you only knew. That's the job of the prophets, to wake up the elect of our people, to prophesy to the wind, man. It says, verse 4, Ezekiel 37, verse 4. Right? It says, again, he said unto me, prophesy upon these bones. And that's the testimony of Yahweh Shai. The spirit of what?
Prophecy.
Prophecy.
You can bless me now.
Huh?
You can bless me now.
I'll bless you by telling you you're an Israelite.
So, what do I do?
What we need to do is just listen.
Tell me more.
So it says, again he said unto me, prophesy upon these bones, and say unto them, O ye dry bones, hear the word of Yahweh.
Yahweh,
So just hear.
Yahweh is God.
So let's just hear us. We couldn't do that, man. You know?
It's not that he couldn't, the most I didn't want it.
All praises to Yahweh, but Hashem Yahweh Shai, but Hashem Wakal Kodesh.
Just call me an angel, like, no, just move down the way.
He said, bless me, bless me.
Yeah.
I tried to bless him by giving him this word. That's the greatest blessing. It's when it says, blessed are, it says, blessed, it's not, oh shit. It said, it says, Revelations 1 verse 3, blessed is he that readeth, and they that hear the words of this prophecy.
That's right.
He said, bless me, bless me. I was trying to tell you the blessing. When he was drinking on weed or whatever, you know? He said, and they that hear the words of this prophecy and keep those things which are written therein, for the time is at hand. The time is at hand, man. So when you keep those things, you're of a sober mind. Because when you're drunk or you're high or whatever, it's just one through one ear and out through the other. Through one ear and out through the other. But when you're sober now, it shows that you really mean it. You're sincere. You're sincere, man. And you hear these words, and you truly value these words, and you keep it in memory. Because when it says, that's what it says, ye that tremble at the Most High's word. You tremble at this word. You truly fear the words of your Father in heaven. Showing that you must be of the elect, man.
I'm born again.
How are you?
Yeah, Israelite, dude.
Yeah, see. So what I think of brain tumor when you survived, I came back.
Huh?
I had a brain tumor here, cut my head here.
Yeah.
And I'm better now, I'm much better. I'm better than before. I'm up again, I'm alive again. Brain tumor sits in my brain.
Yeah.
I lost memory, lost everything. Huh? What's that called? I lost my memory.
32, 39.
Bloody hell, man. I recovered. I even recovered from hospital.
Deuteronomy chapter 32 and verse 39. See now that I, even I am he, and there is no God with me. I kill, I make alive, I wound, and I heal. Neither is there any that can deliver out of my hand. The Most High wounds and the Most High heals. If you had a brain tumor and you survived that, that is all because the Most High was with you to make you survive. So now the truth of the matter is you've got to come back to your Lord, which is God of the Bible, because he's done a good thing for you. He's healed you from your sickness. Now, way to repay him is to turn back to your power, whom you've forgotten about. Do you want to go in?
He's my friend, you know.
Okay.
Good friend, I didn't know too. Yeah. I said last time.
Okay.
I just enjoyed my life, man.
Okay.
I'm happy. I just come back and, nice.
Well, you know you're an Israelite, right? So you're one of God's chosen people. The Most High created 18 nations of people, but only one nation is set aside for himself. That's the Israelites. In Hebrew, that would be Yasha Allah, meaning he is a prince of power, meaning that the Israelites are the sons of God. But all people on the earth can claim that. Only the Israelites. So you're a son of God.
Well, and I know I'm happy now, I'm really happy because that I'll come back.
We're talking about like so-called black people.
Yeah. I'm trying to explain to people, but there's the people coming out now. Don't send a notice. Or they keep going and so on. No, I know, because I had it, I know. You remember I told you?
When you read about the Jews,
Yeah. You're going to go and listen.
man, you just gotta listen. You just gotta be quiet.
Yeah. I won't do it, come back around. Yeah. My young man. I see a beer, I need you. Take care, guys, yeah? See you soon, yeah?
Listen,
Take care. Alright.
told him to listen. Be quiet, listen. You couldn't do that, man. Had to make an excuse on his feet.
Since it was your heart to go astray against him, now being returned to him 10 times more.
That's exactly the attitude he's supposed to have.
Yeah.
Being returned, seek him 10 times more. I mean, you should have all that zeal to shut your down mouth.
That's true, but that's what we all went through. Like, we might not have had brain tumours, all thanks to the Most High, but we was all going through some kind of hell that made us stop and go, what's going on here? What's this life about? Why am I always catching hell? Then we sought the word of the Lord, and that's how we came to be where we are. So him, he's had that near-death experience, he really should have the zeal in him. You know what, man? I need to seek out the Lord and save my life. You know?
Right.
Like, if that was me, and I just come out of that.
You're an Israelite. You're not black.
Huh?
Your skin isn't black.
No.
You're a descendant of a man called Abraham.
I'm descendants from Syria. My great-great-grandfather is from Syria. Yeah? Come to Jamaica when they were fighting the Christians. The Muslims was fighting the Christians.